na ye ho so and very important say omo adwene eba so unim say ewiem aye nwunu kakra nze nsuo no etoto ne ade ni ntino weather no asesa kakra na from the Ghana Health Service wono mo de abetu dwa a wo chim sesei yade bia besensen wiem ye beka no humi mu yade anase enam emframa mu a yetumi enya anase wobi entesuo kasemu entesuo kan eni ade no a na se ye ni ye hu ni so kakra ewo ye kita hodie ho a eno so betumi ama saa yade yetumi afabie na eno ni influenza A strains H3N2 ena I say can flu viruses no ho eniema pepun etumi echiye no bi wo ha na ye bowa
that they say yeah more I say I don't know you switch positions and
sure na me say baby need that say the edura na say ni nyina no say the other side
okay
Francis back on the chat for kakra next before
okay
David Francis
in Shiraya fan
our chief of Panchina technical HK12
sure
but sure. Francis and Mahre are resolved you better ask on your
sure very interesting now Akwaba
yeah mo
maybe the dead say there it's a baby teddy to me it will be 80 and you are most welcome for the first time on to me on the show now me did say kakra ya sha se die bibia be fine
bibia nso ya me asem
Kwadwo Alan Chematin na o ka se party no aba and very interesting enra na me tietie ho nsem kakra na o share from movements for change na ene abe form party some of us saw this coming I mean na you said definitely Alan Kwadwo Chematin will not be someone about to say what all the time. We knew the intention from day one, and we thought say the MPP Nankombe put to some strategies to get the man back. Now quite say we no man call. I mean,
is he ungrateful?
I wouldn't say he's been ungrateful. I mean, the man was paid. I mean,
is he selfish?
Minkaso is selfish.
Is he greedy?
We all have reasons for our actions.
Okay.
And then there are things that influence our actions.
Okay.
No maybe and the money per baby.
Okay.
And you know, political party is an organization, a group, a coup na uko John. A uko John coup ananse uko baby. Na emuntu to yeno. Edru baby na who say ene sabi wa hunim emfa. Sabi edu out mi kasem.
Okay.
And I kasem na who say ebia de na wo ka no enya de a ebe ba said ye wo be penoma wo hu ato for the general good and in fact say wo ye bibia nso no a
why is it appearing say time bia no Alan pese onya preferential treatment?
I wouldn't say Alan always want preferential treatment, but what share the genesis of baby Alan Efridi Abedrua you could say the party has not been rather grateful to Alan. But then, democracy swintino. Ubetumi akase, we must respect democracy in one way or the other. Alan, so
this is a manner of holding position under President Kufuor. This is a manner when you another position under Nana Kufuor.
Yeah.
This is a manner what do any political party amunina amukita one ideology. The way to select a leader and it's always subject to elections. Elections now lose will be our problems will lose. So you must decouple yourself and form your own political party.
Yeah, but so what see NPP abako semuye la land's contribution and how we started. Even when on another dan ko Kufuor mo pre flag bearership on idea. Who said there have been discussions and the party folks talks about it. Said there have been discussions, though it's a democratic party, but there were certain discussions that a big go off what legitimately nankeso mutimi jiremu a prefer, but they gave it up for the greater good of the party. A bit is that would tie time one say on another dan ko Kufuor do time. Alan, say or no so democracy, you know, for the greater good of the party, or Tiasia and majority of the party people, and into the might be the free party, say, or Tiasia said another down
in 2007, they got to the elastic limit of it.
Yes.
Your mommy no say Abekobium no cancel okay, but be a drew no, what concede. It's not as if say he won. No,
when you listen to the discussions,
he played a second fiddle to Akufo-Addo.
Yes, if you look at the competition, it was very tight.
Yes,
it was very tight, and Akufo-Addo wouldn't have had it in an easy way. That one, it was a fact.
Nobody can also conclude say Alan would have won.
Yes, but the fact is that there was discussion. So Utie party no leadership class. Some of them during the campaign near the Alantino, we been can say, oh, there were some backdoor discussions, and this happened in every political party. Even the NDC, you get it. When the time came, people were coming out near them. There were closed door discussions. Yema John Dramani Mahama Nko, because say maybe when he comes up, there will be this. And the party could have discussions with leadership near the other. And now we Alan Dianoa.
So you think he's right?
The man is pained with party democracy. I would say he should have actually or exercise patient. Now or say bianca or what contest you lose no because what party. That is what the MPP wanted. Saying ABC na ama unity aba party anymore. But the MPP too underrated the movement of Alan from the MPP.
Which were they wrong to have underrated him?
Oh, you're wrong.
After all,
that one day
or contested elections and as an independent candidate, you know.
Yeah.
The percentage is 0.28.
But
so that is insignificant.
But it doesn't also dispute the fact that the MPP themselves, SC nipa bebrebe fu yo man kotwaba.
So what's the guarantee? Say Obia nibufu ya wan kotwaba na ye an influence.
They are saying it. They are saying say omubufu ni esisi wo party ni munti no. Amma bebre na no omu ye MPP for ba omu so omu nkotwaba.
So why?
And it tells you
they subjected people to elections.
No, but these are some of the reasons. No, these are some of the reasons. And we saw a pool of people from the MPP going to follow Alan. Not necessarily Obi can say or no no penny wo party ni. What say or de beko akwakoto abane de we hu Alan obetrefi. Or no so ntimi nkoto my NDC.
So in a political ramifications, what is the pedigree of Alan Kyerematen without the new patriotic party?
You see, when Chairman Sabusu came here for an interview, he's one of the leading members of the party. Watch your party, leading the party, he's been leading the party in parliament and all that. Okay. What he said was that the MPP, as of now, the party. Now, people like Alan within the elections why they lost the elections. And was the split of Alan a huge blow to the MPP. That one he wouldn't actually run away from it. He talked about it. And it's true, obviously. Having one of these Alan any packet will be our party in the MPP. Obia not just contesting flag bearership,
but with the formation of this political party, do you see it will be a dent on the new patriotic party?
And if you look at even the name, you know there is a contention rather with the name right now. Say Akokoa United Party, CC, and they feel like or may make something from the MPP.
And no justification enough say Alan cannot be alone. Or say or tie to the new patriotic party. And because over the history of UP, former UP, from 13th October 1957 to 1964, I buy an existence. Then you wait in October, now also Odo Party Diaba UP. So you are still flirting with the new patriotic party. Then what is this? And
you see, and yet surprising.
Okay.
Because it has happened before.
Okay.
Even within the NDC, when Nana Konadu Ejima Rollins, Gusitano and the others.
Yes.
You see, when Nana Konadu Ejima Rollins left, NDP, and when you look at the name,
and the impact was insignificant.
It was insignificant, but what it is that even when you lose one person, you've lost something. You campaign to individuals. Nipa bako na ukasa. And you see, you may be losing one person, and that one person has another person who who listens to him or her.
Okay.
And I as a tree, you know. So a political party, you don't give chances. That's why when you have leaders are go through a party more, not this unity or party. What is the MPP crying about? They are now crying for unity. And then can say your person could be our own way.
Okay.
But now they are crying because of unity, didn't you? Because when one splits, and also they are for and by the time you realize, I say party no, that is the problem of the MPP now. Me,
Okay.
I've said it time and number. Say, Alan Kojo Martin is still being underestimated. Do say you say elections no, where you votes. But imagine we can say. Or no one got trouble because Alan or Tumana only
is that argument not a non-starter? So I say Alan now pen. You won't tell me about me. Alan Bijina, he was on the ballot, right? The Alan now pen and one got trouble.
Or say he knows Alan will win. Or say Alan will win. Or Tumana Krasi was saying the vote. Oh, we need. Or Hano, 80 on one uncle. The Bushwa for MPP because MPP Ama Alan Enya the rightful position. The party. And you see, Senka, Chairman Sassaman Wakano.
Not Alan war a predestined rightful position in the new patriotic party.
Not a predestined, but offer will be to say the NDC, John Dramani Mama and the rest. I mean, Kobnado Fu and the others, they all have, the potential to lead a party.
Yeah.
But party no tradition. Party no one shebia. Sometimes they sit down and look at things from an angle and say no. As soon as you are benting, you will say, or that whip no, or you be so lead the party. A Bema party ninkunim they are simple than we should. I mean, bring another
far will be to say do for an example. Quite of us conducting home. Is that no maturity?
Yes, but you see, closed door talks no.
As compared to that of Alan.
You see, Kwamnado for na ebufuo mu. Na ebufuo mu at that time. But the party leadership were effective. You see, they met them. Over campaign one and somewhere, but they split the same way when the MPP and NDC was in opposition. Splitting not thereby no BI, but Omu said no, you hear to me no. So let's come together. No matter what you wish, no, you're together. And they didn't actually say we finance emko obekwa wonko like what we saw in the MPP as ubia ne opebia ne wonko say na wunya pani bia. They will sit people down and talk to them. Even as of now, flag bearership shede yakoso party in the MPP. A family nubi Kennedy and then Baumia. Look at their camps. But you don't have party leadership.
Is that ad hoc in political administrations? Even if you take United States, democracy are well over 400 years. It will campaign on some of these things.
Yes, it happens. But the air can say that's why we should have leadership in the party.
Okay.
And when you look at symbolically, we share the NDC leadership when they went into crisis. All these parties have gone into crisis like this before, where people actually left the party. Regional chairman, whoever, influential people who are within parties, some of them left, even with the NDC and the MP. But they were able to put things together because of leadership. And you see, what the MPP is crying about right now, the Omusu who say see our panel, leadership. Because I
asked you a question that is yet to be answered.
Which may
say, with the formation of this new political party, the institution
MPP, people might not see. But still, Alan, that's so one and crow for base, MPP for, and the people are Alan Ashepo Medinechino. Even if it's 1,000 people, these people are majority of them NPP.
That's true.
And that membership no become MPP it can make a difference for the party. Because almost with commitment on me a Jumabua party. You need those numbers to add up. Okay. To actually help the party. Now, Asemba Kosu or ground, sir. I think that Charles Kojo Fusu issue na Kosu. Menka who was this is a very first time I think that Charles Kojo Fusu as a legendary baby, I mean, what Bonnie Bra Akudu. And in the chin, a hydrogen, and I believe that the family, and then any, I mean, Oba no or Germany say and I mean the others. One bit to me are now on issues be saying na. And nipa ye can ye entiasi why there should be that kind of rivalry and all that. At the end they say losing the person is one thing.
Okay.
The anxiety of the futures is to another thing. Say me losing the penewi. Ebi kra me no wo ejapade, me no wo bibi, me no wo ma, me no wo sei. Echire asem no me handle no ete say. And so the two women ni nyina no e ade so mo ne wo ma. Right? And obia be pese sebe the chino obetumi anya ade a ode be bobra. And so me who said some of them are pointing fingers. And now Obaba kutri so ni ye say ni ye we no. You see, when it happens, when you lose someone, one, there's some psychological trauma you go through. Yeah. And I believe that the public, should exercise certain restraint in how we even communicate about this issue. When we make people feel
can we advise the public? Because once I issue about one thing,
yes, we can talk about it. It's public, I mean, reaction. Yes. And sometimes you see, as a media, we also have a role to play when things like this are going on. People are talking sometimes out of ignorance. They don't know even the effect of their communication or whatever they talk about. But it's very important we look at when people enter these states. Baku ye widow papa, baku ye widow papa, and a lot of comments, words are beba.
Why are you saying?
Okay,
mistake you too. Some of these things,
No, but you see, but you see, as Yamamemu in Africa and Ghana, a member beat me worry. Religiously, beat me worry. Muslim, so marrying one or two or three,
and out of
it is not out of place.
Number no beyond one, so. No, say some of these things.
No, we have people who have 3-4 wives who have left this earth, and there was peace. I mean, there wasn't anything like this. Okay. But sometimes, don't say, what happens is, say issue no koye, bibi to say, womudi, we legal, yes, Akokoa for away, Bakunsu ye, if ye awadi, ebusunya kahoni adena. When it comes to these two situations now, ne honona. Challenge kakra eta eba because when Baku ante ne ho ase te se de ekosui se mehu we nso se be wono so ka ehun bia na akoma sa atwema mentwe na yeden aba. But it's also a lesson to us. It's also a lesson to us. Say as embema, as emba, we also learn from when it comes to customary marriage. And then married by ordinance.
I've really taken a cue from the answer that you gave. Tell me, visa, I say, why you don't be saying?
A cue like
visa potentially you may be adding on.
Potentially, yes. Men, you know what that. But in a way, it's not wrong for people to go to that target. Yeah. And me who be there is synchro 4 points won't mean call that target. But what I've listened to some lawyers and what they are talking about the law is that say for ordinance and no and such a shrek akra abem because of legal matters. Ejine say if you try na ban so ne say so go to be man na why marriage by ordinance. Now we oba na bia wo kodi akire so. Sometimes also a lesson to you. Say onsu be hu kwan abefa so abedi akire. Na bibi say no bi ikoswa. You're learning from people's, I mean, issues and experience. But media, I didn't hear me say public, exercise restraint. Some of the comments I am making about the women, it increased their pain. It's your best rate. Now we know the issue is at court and run it through, but the best rate say public in so exercise restraint, how we communicate about it. Alita,
Medase, thank you. But and then they just say, no
problem.
Yes, is a technician visa. Okay, to pass I high FM frequency modulation no 104.5. Me pacho kukran tu misuni. Na we are fire crowd straight away no. Ye corner yene wonom and so edin komo. Kana sha nenso say anopa yi no. Ensem yensan ye de atoba maso a ye nyina no ye gye brɛ ne atutu ne sesre ene abasa ne di kan ye hwese alam kwadwo chamaten one ye Hobson Adoye nom one ye aboabia samoanom as se o maka mo ho abom ate amanyuku no asunsun sanso in politics, in democracy in Ghana and Senate here. Now, how is the new patriotic party going to suffer or benefit from this formation? No? Ghana, you name say Yesika, Yedidi, city. Na enaka kreni city no gain strength or they compare other major trading currencies. No, is it going to be sustainable? And we by force non-sustaining economic measures being yenya and Amasidi no again strength and people are also saying with the formation of the gold board a gold reserves any idea ninina keka ho bi and afi fiscal discipline and so na city no again strength and for boy yet to me unpack all these issues. And again, the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, led a team Wonom Echo China na after UN in Kita Hudia Wudi FR and Mahono. He took the opportunity, met with businessmen and women, met with the leadership of China. Senia or Mayanon so ebitumi ye ne omudwadi no ebitumi akoso. Last year in Kwano Starex said in excess of $111 billion and a year trading amount course between these countries like Ghana and China. That visit, you know, they ever answer na beko a year for her say yensan kokromutim emmopo akunya yin na nim say akunya no woniwura akunya wi dia akunya ewo Israel FM ba morning shows, politics and all of that. Yin na nim say mini apanyi na nakwadwo dwantoa akunya so na ene amakwanya amabetina so bi ono anka say ofidie mu a it is only fair and good that I listen to him and sana eba for so senior marching mejuzo na honamu yeboko egusu ya sorry no na ndam te say enyo papa sapo ya ndo miniano ni tiri hu ntimi anante opie medai okay eba fu dina munyina mo ahye da ahye nika no mo man te se maba ne dia nenye ya say we are rofa no I mean say never say officially no so me bana me do be share phone so that's the first thing a chief for do na be share Saturdays na na me te na Akokoa so take over na said the Elijah kache Elisha no o say am woni na ho na say uhu sapon ne ba be famia why you know ho amata de na be gu so enti etiefo tiemi a yenia aluta oka team no ho sisi morning show team no aluta e ka ho a seasoned broadcast journalist our boni juma wusunyane a na wa ba pia ni nimdia no so onza ha nimdia university enti uba say na nimdia no ho ahihia enti oka kroimun sem morning show ene kukrantumi team no ho henceforth obo say Akokoa nso ebegina home na Akokoa eba Friday oho na oba Thursday na oba Wednesday na oba Monday oho na mejima home kakra enti sese no uti aluta onye hoho okaye ho enti ene aluta ena akukrantumi no obewo ho na yeba no ho baya obe successful ebefa te se de maje yatum maje Akokoa atum sa pepe na mesese mobeje aluta nso atunwanze uti aluta na obi nkanchiro enti we jata no kra intimi wie na na janto ade na aluta nso aba neze poyando de oni ebe kope lion jata ko enti na aluta ebe ha dwen but yemu akwaba minyanu mu nso de omejo feso obi aye stubborn academy enti kakra omu ye ya no aluta omu entwem omu because omu ye stubborn because papa ya ni tiri aye say no mentwe manokra. But just a quick comment bi na fe abejofo asiase. There's a growing concern
say so yesterday I wrote something say NDC4 so we are consistent with rebranding ya umayena a bad thing for MPP towards 2032 manka 2028 towards 2032 I know say Paul the ninja but I need kasa with facts not emotions. Fact no better will say there's no way MPP we need 2028 and possible. That one you can record it and possible. What they can do and they say more ebe are they seats because that time on NDC phones was why you think kakra na journey a hantan kakra bem no mu feel say John Mahama is a hope no so we shall say politicians no we shall say edi sebi insemunu kakra after 2 years bibia to toja into be sensema na nzo mani abre o mo kan after 2 years no mo nzo ahya ase o kan bibia na afo mo yeyen mtabo hyem ho John Mahama adwuma pa wa ye no samre na because 2026 no pressure ne afi na beba more once 10 months na ye de ye no as ye di so hie goodwill no ewo ho but 2026 no ena John Mahama ebeti hit ni pa enti ejina how a obetimi an navigate hit no the etiani says I will check EIU reporter and I want to read EIU report no mpacho project mami EIU report no a predict 2024 elections ma NDC no the reason why I call back and then say na MPP for no esusu so me break 8 but yenyina nim so mu bewe you understand but the challenge was that the na akoso economy no you predicted say umbewi no they also said say obia obewi ni bia no are likely to face a certain challenge and so I want to quickly read that one
beyond say when you victory in 2024 no or reign no first term no obenya challenges
yes
okay
so let me read kakra ewo ho or say at that time EIU forecast that the drivers for the change of power in 2024 will be citizens' displeasure with low development, high unemployment and corruption. EIU for report no much say impuntu ana citizens ne peno na enshedama and afin so adwumasem ti NDC for no wahanjomti adwumasem and a corruption. Kaisesa we share baseline for 2008. One of the reasons Omututi and Akufo-Addo ni MPP aban, the 5th point was corruption. So about 2016 one of the key points are Omode Etutia John Dramani Mahama key point corruption. One of the reasons Omode Tutia 2024 MPP key point corruption. Now it comes here say one of the reasons here Tutia and Akufo-Addo who came in with the perception say John Mahama corrupt where we are there or you incompetent or you thief where inflated prices. What you say? That's the same reason here Ghana for the two tier MPP are buying. Now I say
before you go on with that, is it a case say your politicians and they are not learning?
Or they don't learn, and yes, they are not learning.
Per what you've given us a repetition of a particular event, and then the Omunina co-position.
Aluta, they don't learn. Yes, they are not learning.
I see.
And now, Papa, we Kenya misemno. Now, no, none in Crawford. Okay, some man no more to it. Ma be dia tema sem kwasa sem ne tieke. And then also Kenya misem ne niabre. And then this phone be uko mu ho asema na fu soldiers no ba be yewa because we no power. Because you see, complacency, they say sometimes when there's goodwill, they feel say Sana Ghanaian feel. But we are journalists like us. What we do is professional work to tell you what it is. Because it is not about John Mahama, it is about Ghana. It's about me to us quickly now. Now, if you look at what they were saying now, or say at that time, our baseline forecast is that ongoing public dissatisfaction with the slow pace of improvement in governance, such as infrastructure development, job creation, and easing of corruption, will trigger anti-incumbency factors and push the electorate to seek a change. The NDC therefore stands a reasonable chance of winning the 2024 elections, according to the report. Now, Oka Sansemweya Tidokai, because MPP Foni Biasha say na John Mahama buy wa baba yede John Mahama ba Obaba Bayede. 10 months you. That is what these guys are saying. But
that will not be an honest position too.
No, so that is what they are saying. Yeah. But you see, professionally and deductively, objectively, you have to understand what EIU predicted. That's why it's all say John Mahama the baby and NDC the baby. Or say the EIU says these challenges are Ghana for experiencing in 2023, 2024 no, will continue to fuel sporadic unrest, which will be mostly non-violent and concentrated in urban areas between 2022 to 2026.
Okay.
What it means is that Sadia na Ghana for feeling from 20. One say Sobekaya Kane Japan can say MPP lose you from 2022.
Yes.
It's from 2022. No Ghana for say complaining sa. It's here you predict say empodie obewi ni no. Sa problem na ye kano. Still na ne ebetroma till 2026.
Okay.
Meaning that the challenges that Ghana former MPP Yatutiano no, whoever comes in power, including NDC, no, umbe experience be. And the challenges of unemployment in Asefo, any rippling effect of John Dramani Mahama, it will be the rippling effect of some of the things that were done in 2022, okay. 2022, for under MPP. So when the MPP guys are saying,
already science and neighbor, because you have the education minister, employment minister saying that Oman provision for some recruited nurses, some recruited teachers, and all of that. So it tells you that the program or the problem is being migrated from the previous era to this.
So it will only be fair to really hammer Mahama even after 2026.
Yeah.
Although sending you maybe or what you understand?
Yeah.
No, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that based on fact, I'm not talking about emotions or opinions. Based on fact, if you are looking at certain rippling effect, you realize that 2026 will still experience more. And it is based on your forecasting. It will take even 4 or 5 years for us to stabilize. That is the reality. However, in the midst of those challenges, Obi Obeka said John Mahama nya based on the facts na onye fair. One, John Mahama came to meet cement close to over 135. So within 120 to 135 and the cement on the so-called opinions. I'm talking about facts. And then cement to be in cement is swati, and these are facts. Iron rods under MPP now 9,600. That was the budget. These are facts. Today, iron rods is around 7,600. Nancy Crab 6,900. These are facts. Fuel. Now auto na in the number over 100. That time I remember Toyota Corolla Kakrano. Say number to 500 net them finfi. And then ubi okano krano is auto 500. These are facts. One of the reasons in Nswa here can once say the scrapping of the e-levy what you say, and then the betting tax and the certain liberation abba. The other thing in say in terms of the FS rates for over 4, 5, 6 months consistently, we have been able to, and our government have been able to manage the FS rate between 10 and 12 and 13, which is still better than the 16 that. And when you look at this, my direct benefit to the businessman. Share before I leave, one of my businessmen. Not that time no, or your budget of $16, but then went to me on top. And the time a dollar no call 10 cedis no, still are not unya dollar. So he had to tell me about those issues. And I was here, Emma Bank of Ghana boy at the dollar ba. At that time no, a dollar ne buy my businessman or say based on said that time the dollar no eba from no, he was able to save 4 billion old currency. So 4 billion wetimia yibia to cash kesiye mienu. That is how much he would have paid under MPP. So you see, when you are doing analysis, these are what media must push. Major Mahama I can't say galamsey fight any security memano 30/100 sanyoma me anyway on there. But when it comes to some of these things based on facts, it is very important that we as media let people know and then to decipher between what is wrong and what is right. So I was therefore moving forward. I can't just say aluta ebe aluta. But
that's a senior, but that's a thank you. Nana Kwadwo Jantwa and Oten and Kano already know the Kante. Minia playing Akokoa so enka. They say about 4 etnase. Na Omunina no it's my first time of meeting them. The Metro Monama Momunina Kwaba. I attempted introducing early on. No. Madam Zena found them a problem with the designation. But you're also position there.
Regional Deputy Youth Organizer.
Regional Deputy Youth Organizer. But yeah, NSS boss.
Sure.
NSS will be a kokama.
Be a course.
Now, you say NSS for back in September, October. October 18. Omunya mai omo hoso mama omo kofi. So what's the problem?
Maturity for
Joseph.
And then so Omampeni Eba Kumasi.
Oh, beautiful.
Plane crash in the sea, you know.
Yeah.
Asante mai adesiemi you know eka ho. Ya papa Dr. Samuel Sapo. Na oka plane crash no ho ebi. Yenya Samuel Abuaje, former parliamentary candidate. Obuasi East, deputy NADMO coordinator, NADMO director. No so can be. We na so ye Asante mai adeso kon. And there eno mobusia kata umoti kra. Nti you president, the visionary president. And there Oba Asante memu na Obeka government appointees and party officials, party executives na yakutia ebusiafo na yeja yenuanoma plane crash no omunya
yene koso kumase ha
yene koso kumase ha yelu abraje de no ekoso obuase na ye papa Dr. Samuel Sapo de no ekoso ewo Dublin na yemonra national service mu ekaka national service we be say nka deployment eba September and so eba ne say na we are in October.
That is November 3.
November 3. Then na ye kata so say ne pro ye ne kankan ye nia po ene na bedwafo
ene po huna ma de bofia
ene na bedwafo e de breg na national service.
Okay.
This year February March na scandals what is scandals na enfri baby as national service authority into na nya akonompo no bia oye adwuma wa national service authority so be kwa kwagina baby say me ye adwuma wa national service authority because of the scandals the san inteno o man peni risk scandals na ekona o say the reset agenda no o say as a so start every sector of the economy in the so what say national service kata so ne proye ne kankan ekoso ha on tena as o man peni na o masa dream no enkoso enti omopam omopa abedokua na omodisa in South omobe auditors around eco various districts regions to investigate the issue enti ekoba say abedokua ni wi omudwumedie no na akoba say system na you use no there are so many reports bua amakata so say etumi ekoso the sun intelligence system no na enfa new
system bay is it the software
the platform the central processing platform
okay
it's national service use no and no they you use that no not there were so many lipos
okay and for now so we can only say it is alleged that there are scandals. Until
it is alleged, yeah.
No,
it is alleged, but
courts are charging the permit, but until say case in the travel to its full length. We cannot conclusively say.
Alleged, but that should not take the fact, sir. Yan society error system.
That's true.
Send a better robust system. I bet me Abua National Service Committee.
Okay.
And the nominee did my auditors report by no the answer say new system member and new system and Biana developers and this is a local engineers akaka omutia boom a system a more robust a more efficient na ebetumi ako etia catastrophe. It has certain security features in the ubetia conformably echo register there are 1 or 2 challenges.
Yes, there's a lot of challenges.
Yeah, there are 1 or 2 challenges there. You go
in your way, so system is robust, but they say ultimately issue letter certificate you are not able to issue.
Mabaso, robust because this system comes with certain security features.
But every software in by itself cannot fight the corruption. Because even in the gig economy, human beings are behind it. So it's about mindset.
Yeah,
we can get whatever software.
But system and also
the people are not ready to change.
But system and also system and also who to me say who fast system open to the public obiabe to me a system so this current system comes with certain security features. You can't just get into the system now. Even within who omit a letter of your name, who omit a figure of your date of birth, system will not take you through. And this is a system so because of this system, national service. To me, but we believe we open place with the timelines we have set for ourselves. We believe by November 3rd. National service.
Okay. That time I say for sa update I mean inshallah ya twaso na yakoye ni mo ha anopena mame enko Mr. Emmanuel say Jamfi development consultant ho na ewia na Mr. Paul kwabena ayamba so abo obanyi mache akwaba bibia woko there na John to Ekasa say na o ku kan sem kitenkiti bi achiro na success stories. What were you saying?
Personally, from where I sit, I disagree with him on statement to make he say it is a fact say 2028 done deal for NDC. It is quite premature to say that.
He rehashed a well-conducted research to say that
2024
he never
research.
said that in
it was
in
a
a
2024 research. The research was limited to 2024. There hasn't been any research on 2028 elections. On the meeting, and I mean, per se, it's if we bet no more say, hey, yes, say, he's a respected and he's an intellectual, and in matters of research, so he's very solid. But the truth remains to say, 2028. And then a friend say, Obiayin who say on a berry, say be a NDC tissue berry. Also, no, and come with the demon can say 2 years after 2 years, NDC be messy up. And after this first time of NDC, a new leader is coming from NDC.
Okay.
The value would definitely not be the same.
The constant variable NDC or NPP. And
NDC is yet to even elect their flag bearer.
Okay.
And on the road to the election of their flag bearer, a lot will happen. On the previously, and young people in Kwana suffer, I don't know. NDC is suffer. Now this time, a particular rain ever ending. Ama another starting. The stakes is high.
Okay.
And anything can happen.
Okay.
Therefore, because an intellectual speak, and yet done do sir.
Okay.
And now it is too early to even predict who will win. And was saying people know more flag bearer, and you're winning here. And this is where you're winning. And again, of one, we are thinking beyond NDC and PP. We want a leader. What I say, of course. What I say, we want a leader. And again, of course, I say leadership
is nothing other than the ability to. Into any good leader, any bad leader. Either we have somebody just in office or somebody who is a leader. You are not a leader. You are just in office or occupying position. But leadership, the ability to. And they want somebody who can solve problems because the primary motive of leadership is to solve problems. And the MPP and NDC. And sentiments anymore. And common sense. So from where I sit as a consultant, I can categorically state, say, it is premature and too early for anybody to say, Obi any flag bearer. How can we even conduct a research and say this person or that person will win?
Okay, it's allowed in the academia to disagree with people. It's allowed.
Of course, and
that does not also invalidate the position that he also holds.
And I must state to say, none of the two political parties even have a flag bearer yet. So on what grounds and our premise? And to me, I can confidently say, who knows? Maybe one will be electing somebody who is clueless or whatever. What I say? Into on what grounds? And will be to me, Gina. In research, before you can make a statement of fact, you need to have a grounds. There will be any flag bearer. What I say? The MPP, Abaye Chemono, the NDC, Babaye, and there is no grounds.
Okay, Mate, bedase. Na mame enko Paul Kwabena Yando, so MPP Communication Director, Ashanti region. Now you're on tape to assess opposition. Why did you say that? And no, yeah, by you know what has this?
Dedi kan mame mo akwaba.
Yeah.
Na mincha etifo nyina. Ami nuanom so a me hia mo ha ma mincha mo papa. Titru minua fin and on the niti one more ye no mo ye radio tumedi e wa sentimental ha obi e bobina hwe wala sa baby o wa ye administrator of party office ya red baby ani fiedu o de ni din ko agona opdc jamboni din jantoa pv jantoa onka ho o ti ase a friend say to a champion. Say majority of the people.
To a champion
oh yes, so electoral crowd.
Okay.
Reagan, I'm friends saying, why university Regent University. And I'm afraid you don't come. Reagan, so what to be? A friend is saying, what to be? Yes, how ground can't be no.
Morning,
my member Nabaso on the way to me, any regional director of national service. Because at the senior me, I fight for people I meet.
Okay.
What I say, at least fraternity and in name. So with the more casa, more bayaba, you should also see you in one way or the other. Baby, I bet me so up. But me, who no tea. I remember Nabaso. Now also so no wabano. Down to us, dear. What I say, and found me ask him. Na so.
How do you mean?
What I say, me say I'm yet to study down to Akwedo down to her.
You are yet to study him.
Yes. Na me say in a way. Well, at a point, meet national meeting, Akono NDC no MPP. Me
so that's a mark of a good journalist.
Yeah, they mark of good. Obi papa.
Untimi enya one area emfam no.
There be
sana humanity.
At a point what me team was another point no say can different thing. What I say? But for him to say NDC ebe win 2028. No tia kasa say 2032 ni endwen bibi ho no. Me Paul Kwabena Yando me catch we say Dr. Bawumia be win primaries way 31st of January 2026. 2028 Dr. Bawumia be president.
Really?
Me say ma now so kan dey ko. Me so me catch o. What the American say? What did the American say? It's whether EU report one more cancer corruption. Now about corruption who say more
research in the end.
Oh, BGD papa. BGD papa.
That's a credible institution.
Corruption and cancer friend corruption. You can an epitome of corruption between
2 political parties we for pa na edi tum no omode ye adwuma so otusu we yen semchoni adwuma ya che we check it is a corruption pa na ebegina so ato aba more to come with regards to national service na or can say ena ye de ho it's good so directing no say ni nyina ye mere allegation mobile ya mo change CEO CEO no ba na sia no ansa no oba yi be won ye si what the babies ya wo no foforo nge ena on de ahihye ade anim oh bisa no ede no mo change no call finance bisa no net ye
ba so waye
na won kan ya
aluta be yi na dia mana kotena
aluta bisa say wa appoint CEO in a couple of months what change no ede na ba ye bo na chi ede no call finance
obi a wa compromise data ebe na na kotena sika
eno ne question also bisa no because adwuma mkra ya bone ne yi wa firi ho a ye do kotena baabi ye mfa nkotena sika nkasa ho it enu su kwa ya another thing it may stress when allegations are there ye hwe say the court of competent jurisdiction no atimi abde saa de na bonipa no ansa na ya start aka ho asem e de ato nipa no so in any case sika o mo kai 600 million na national service crop budget ye de come on we say what you say nipa over stadium yi be 5 na was any scan mo a no asa akwadiji ni individually and I don't get to understand the whole issue. It must say ye makwan na court no say the urban ko adunu ntimi improve but ansem am kan me ensisi so mame because o say si ba ye ne nam yi o say si be da bia ne sa guniti a oniska o dia so shi ananu wo bob na kire wo etisa na ye si sa sika we e woni ho e dan go say si be yes ade no what the American it must say mere allegations so let us not be quick to condemn or judge them na enkobanisa moreover was out can be say cement John Mahama beton 135 kojo janto amisrew John Mahama ba ye no MPP for free ho no na 84 Ghana cedi cement
really
na da untobi 84 Ghana omo ne ba ya ehuri court at time no course 134 ndi wa ma meto.
Okay, so Senator Paul kan acting National Service Authority CEO Felix Jemfi moved to Finance Ministry.
Yes, maybe.
So it's true. Felix Jemfi was appointed as the acting CEO and got moved to the Finance Ministry.
Oh no, the baby.
The acting Director General of the National Service Authority, INSA, Felix Jemfi, has been reassigned to the Ministry of Finance with immediate effect. Mr. Jemfi's transfer comes barely 7 months after his appointment in January 2025 and has sparked debate within public service circles over the abrupt nature of the decision. Yes. Although the president has not provided an official explanation. So who explanation is you? And I make
babies.
You have to justify that.
Now, said the Oman can. Woman also owns a bamunu, Muna also information about ye didn't pay by. Now, Summers intino, ye no aqua, and once a more free. The
power to appoint is in the bosoms of the president. The honor now appoint to be not the
Canaluta. You see, Masma make a child. Now, some woman make a.
It could be for varied reasons.
Okay.
Alita.
Okay, let me start
Alita. Yes. You are Poyando making fallible allegations.
Okay.
Only any facts. Let me state on record. So you are Felix Jemfi. Obayano. One major deployment. This is the first time you buy a deployment. So in the first now, the issues that are raised, they are infatual.
And young one say
they are infatual.
You have covered 7 months.
to Ghana amumu no enti ono na decide say esimesi we kwa ha sabrewe esimesi we kwa ha sabrewe enti no there is no allegation to that effect say Yera Felix before Yera Felix say but National Service Director General no Municipal Director General or National Service
Municipal
Director
General
yes. Oh,
that is grade in municipal director.
Municipal director. No, a municipal director. No, a municipal director. He has worked.
Natural.
He has worked. He has worked more than 15 years with the scheme. And he knows the in and out of national service. So, Oman Penny, Nitinu Pomu. You know, if you want the baby, he has the power to do so. And you are more call up saying, you're fighting. Yes, the issue is in court, especially when I'm with the scheme.
Okay.
Mean to me, I'm criminalizing Obi.
Yeah.
But once the issue is in court, let's allow the court to exhaust the process. But then we all subjected to public opinion. Okay. And those issue of Yera Felix is not the one. Oh, Benny Terminal can be this. Okay.
Yamra issues, so we need to be a person or the father. Then,
say, Mafa Alan Martin party. Yeah. Because Obama, democracy, approval, they say, as I say, a formidable political parties, opposition, to me attendant government in power. So we in the NDC, they be a bumpire say, you now ya swear to Ghanaians say, you there who brassier a besomono. Na ye tie omusufreno. You be here a formidable political party. Oba tenetri ye na wama constructive criticism. You be to me dia ye juma amagana fan into mapa ifra. Alan Martin ebe free MPP, on free MPP, obe free MPP. Started way back. Into me, and no to say, you are Alan Martin, akwate party no. Na enyamo. Uko MPP man. Last month, last a couple of months ago. No mo so mo ye bibia ye fe no, omo ma amnesty e dey ama party for omo jai party. Sa action no, sa deliberate act no mo ye no, e crocodile drum.
Oh,
na e crocodile drum. Issue MPP mo no, obi issue NDC mo pen. In the year 2000, Abra na Professor Atamos ebe as president. Gusitano ene nko for say omonso bonjo nnoma bi so NDC mu. Nti sa ntino mate omo ho e party, political party. Omote omo kwate political party no. Ensunsu so de be NDC party ene say NDC lose 2020 elections. Yet also echo 2004 elections. Yes, I lose 2004 elections. So NDC party tell us no. Yes, a political party is about numbers. It will not be of any use. So we are political party. Now we value numbers. Now we win the political power. It is the numbers that will make you win a political power. And you know, except for to say, Safo on the Akokoa so. Ni enu omoko kati musem. Ni etu omo say NDC party na omoko ho yete party no. Mfumso do ya aba no. Yemfa nche. Omufante no mbra a strong political party and no 2008 na mental the to win power but about MPP mono I'm say the arrogance of power no still mumu you want pedophobia you can't just call them on the using the media say what from say they should come on board. You need to respect them, go to them and tell them why they should come back to the party. That is what the MPP didn't do. And they didn't do it because of the arrogance. Now the crow mumuti said the Sradia the crow proconamano. Sababe and sa arrogance no dasu. Sa arrogance no mo de ko mo promise.
I am a say we director or region say BBC our office. now we issue an official letter so signed on a letterhead. No, because as I release now the Abana Crocodile John, what would you say?
Based on the merit, the person will be speaking based on the facts and the merit or war into the back.
There's a political party or my issue an official letter so signed by the general secretary. Why would you say that?
And you the dome because the motion and the intent and then will cry or now it was totally out of place. Someone like Alan Chamaten, who said our friend media, Alan Chamaten, no, he's a respected person within the MPP. You can't MPP, you can't be MPP without Alan Chamaten. And the MPP and their antis no more, no. Alan Chamaten who said, so mambo, MPP are not willing to learn. Among the political party, and
Opana may be Akokoa say, are there na Alan Pese, unya preferential treatment from the new petrol?
And a preferential treatment.
Because
in every political party.
What the politics
in every political party.
In 2007, Ewo Legon, Tamanamokwesa primaries, Alan was described as a system boy. In those days, every single benefit as a politician be in every why should it be say Alan there they shouldn't be?
In every political party, sometimes we dojo.
Okay.
Yes, sometimes we dojo. We engage. Oh, say. Then we come to a firm conclusion. Say this is the decision we are taking. But Alan, MPP, you so no. No, more damper. But Alan is not a person who bet no use no more damper.
Okay, Martin Bedase, from development perspective, how do you see this development?
Yeah. In my sincerest opinion, I feel say NPP as a party now have a lot to learn.
Okay.
They have a lot to learn. You see, NPP by nature, we heard the people that come together to form MPP. They are said that everybody believes in himself and everybody believes he's big enough. And they completely forget about the basics. You went into 2023 flag bearership contest. A lot happened. As a serious political party, I was all picking bits and pieces of 2023 now a guide into 2025 and 2026 primaries.
Okay.
What is the very reason that made Alan Chamaten resign from the party? He has stated openly, publicly, number one, Ekwaya or say party no constitution. Ekwaya Pamo Sami Crab, Kwabne Japan, any Afuku, who were believed to be supporting Alan Chamaten. On my existence, no, as national leaders, no, will be a threat to Nanado becoming a flag bearer. Now, I favor Alan Chamaten. Into party constitution says a national officer be a bonia. They refer to National Council. No matter no matter what to Tuano. Omo to we are based on response at Bebano. Now Oma Tuaba. There should be a percentage. I bet you to say boni. Now if you are reprimanded. Yes, sir. These people, it is on record, public knowledge. They were not referred to National Council. They didn't appear. They didn't submit their response. Yet they were taken out. And to share all a new party now, where say or say law and order. You know, the very you see, I perhaps didn't want to take Alan serious, but Osha the way Osha in your manner, you see that is how MPP should have done. That is how MPP should have done. Minya Poyando, a highly respected regional director of communications. The preamble was say, I disagree with Jan Tua because Dr. Mahmoud Baumia be in the prime minister, not be a president. A party like that will always be shaky. A whole communications director, why should he take side? A whole communications director. MPP has a huge problem on his neck and head. MPP problem.
Your explicit provision be more constitution why ban so support you.
Common sense is one of the cardinal principles of law. The principle of reasonableness. Chamawu to me the microphone session Kofuano declare is the result of UP. say MPP emunteteya there is no way NDC can stand MPP. Say it's a fact. Say MPP munteteya there is no way NDC bet must stand the MPP. Alan Chamati UP akwakote enkofo. You see, if you don't read, you don't understand that man. Alan Chamati na who say a serious-minded person who were you fucking endowed.
The last time I had an opportunity to interview and I saw he's really
me I'm so you fucking endowed. Tie Buankra on Buankra Jantwa interview no me tie. I say ya be share otu for bo say ba be si Buankra on fan che obi na obetime si Buankra o Ghana. Just say and I became so interested. And I watch him in studio say I was say Ghana o man be no obekwa akosi obetime Buankra because unya railway investment na ano ding. Enti o man be amfani sika nye just investors bia no also betima ba be si Buankra abra industries Kumasi nya industrialized enti no dey bibia fan greater Kumasi industrial city the what time be o dey be Kumasi and even more na ama investor bia hu say me ba be Buankra be railway line na me nya kagwa ye dey afa what I say me rails na me be nya kago afa then investors will come begging licking our foot say yeah more the chance to develop Buankra and put up the railway lines. I was there and I'm saying, come on, say, who the train back? Can't go back and I'm so okay. You see, there is
yeah, that's true.
Papa, the say limitation, communication.
Yeah,
Papa, the limitation, no. Some to be communicated to say the others, no. Na masanko soup. You pin confront I say, any people you pin from where I sit, and because I read, any people you pin no can say. Alan Chamate has the mindset say. NPP NDC cannot help na adwene no Alan Chamati adwene no enti UP no kire say one Hassan Ayarega bekasa one Papa Kwesi Ndom bekasa one Ekwadonko Nwuyakwane ne bekasa smaller parties ni na Papa no pese or bring them under one umbrella. He wants to unite all smaller parties within this country. We have one single party called United Party. Say Ebane Sadia, they will have the footing and the strength. And with hard work, you know, we may challenge MPP and DC.
A while ago, you tried Senna or leadership.
Sure.
I know said leadership is a course, the rest is effective. Okay. This is Alan on your opportunity eco trade under Kufo. This is Alan on your opportunity co trade under Kufuado.
Fantastic.
And then these brilliance, you know, young. 1D, 1F, I could see say.
It was under him. To go. You see, I'm not here for Alan. So we are aware.
Yes.
I'm not a spokesperson for Alan. I'm not part of his UP.
I'm asking you this because of your background.
And because I read a lot about him. You see, Alan, in the history of this country, we have a balance of trade surplus. To that tune. In the history of this country. How you do something about trade ministers. Africa, and for that matter, Ghana is predominantly import driven. A balance of trade no yet you surplus but under Alan onya 3 successive surpluses as trade minister Ghana for only ye catch money under Alan Chamate Oforiata Alan resign no January no Oforiata say once again the MPP has chalked another success. We have recorded balance of trade surplus to the tune of $1.77 billion all thanks to Alan Chamate. Oforiata never supported Alan Chamate. On record, you can check.
Oh, no, because at that time, foreign direct investment. I think Ghana for the first time, signed Nigeria for crown in Africa. Under
Alan Chamate, you see, what's the man say $400 million? What I say? When after no Alan Chamate the buy no. It's for a baby mine, Europe, or be a friend European trade. A baby Europe, a man in a come Omudi Jabo. And Alan Chamate, according to a Safoma from your video, no, a bit me yam was say after no Alan Chamate got down before time and was started to chop papers. A person or Kabi Main in a boom. The Kwame Nkrumah person, oh yeah, went to Miano. The Muammar al-Gaddafi of Libya person, oh yeah, went to Miano. Alan Chamate attempted before time, no, Safoma was say you are wasting your time because presidents couldn't even do it. And then African Continental Free Trade Area, I'm a Ghana. And a headquarters no. Osafuma for say Alan Chamate catch him say we call Egypt. Now we call the catcher and say we were instrumental in AU. We were instrumental in this ECOWAS. And so a BNO headquarters aba. And that Ghana ni etime lead ama after aba headquarters no fama yen and na tie fo ntie say e bibi man ekro ni nyina na so obi free one African country ekwa another ekwa ko to bibia ya produce no locally enya de obi akwa kra tornado kokroma a duty free quota free who is capital 200 containers 1,000 containers 1 million containers who kokroma wontua et said there Norway ni and Sweden ni and France ni ko Germany ko to BMW that's why they call kokroma wontua €1 kra no sa na next South Africa timi ye car producing locally na Ghana ni ko hokoto Land Cruiser me gidi say be 500 million obetima to me boa ba the bad due to be tier than them billion and then through the intervention of Alan as trade minister no so South Africa for year can to be na the bag and to duty one city kura do port in free because of after the man is endowed then I make us say on only limitation a communication okay. But in present T40 as I say UP now okay United Party no those of us who read understand say enya MPP UP ni bi a lazy mindset and I can say you could see no you could say you are it means you are a lazy person because on person already are researching into why the man has chosen the name UP. UP no MPP for the and NDC for the UP no be adia UP why the nyame create here and we be to near the EFA United obi so on Manchester United and Manchester United
but we say where sitting in nyame create will be registered under corporate that can
MPP is not
NBC
is MPP UP MPP is NPP New Patriotic Party MPP is not UP.
But we can't also run away from history that they are coming from the UP tradition.
Does it still exist?
Not necessarily, but it once existed.
Me pasho enti Akokoa te hey baby we see ni fie no ochina BBC ni adwiwa na ehwo sa be asase a ubeka say Akokoa once owned it and you can't own it
yenim say NDC free PNDC mu na buy na ebi ochina bi ebia abamba ben se mateme ho a me wate wo ho a party na akwate wo say the PNDC are you still not on the list of the
United Party because at the point if they wanted to unite
if Sir Alan who say or you're that big or you're that huge figure and then also still then who to the MPP in a way
you see it will be I'll be disappointed if anybody especially an intellectual should think say offer UP other countries there are UPs in other countries United Party I didn't MPP for UP because they wanted to bring Nordness Volta Togoland Muslims Fantis what have you together for United Party and I want to bring smaller parties together into also for UP obise media it cannot be yours. Concentrate. Lose focus. And I don't want MPP to lose focus. But say MPP focused. I disagree with Dan to say 2028. And this never and credit. What I say MPP should be focused. When they become focused, there will be competition in this country. And when there is competition, we will get better party winning election to become leader of this country. But for Alan Chamatino, my advice, you see, my advice MPP kakra. Now the man say my menu abemubi. Advice I'm the MPP say Prime Minister on 31st January 2026 they should be very careful. The only way omube to me adoje down to a prediction or no diaba and they say obi obetuma united the rank and file of the party. At every point in time if you have a clue on leadership you know say ebrebia yakopon kwa kana semu ebrebia ne adia esi ana ade ehia sesi eti hei o se don ye one jata ene awowo no omano aya abro omano be 30 ya to magu amenia po na de jata be 15 hungry lions 15 about the gua menia ya pen no ba ko pe na mo ba be chiaria which part of your body na be na lead you am what me dwane said be ya unwo o se respect yensa you respect it me boa obi a letron kama no tia you respect other parts of the body and to my good wa hana sabi o say tie for fancha o kwai ahoro say wo nine na de be and now o to so kwa respect obema wo do to be pimpim say wo di dwane and now do sabi si wo nine hwiem and now do ti be si wo na de dwane at that material moment no wo nine a enka sabi you lose respect that is common sense and no be me lead you Alan Chamaten can come back to MPP.
You think so?
One MPP elects somebody who serves as a catalyst for unity. Say MPP is serious. me pacho ye ni ayi your friend say you can say political term no crowd say alliance. Very good alliance.
So MPP cried the Great Alliance
very
in
good
2000.
Say MPP elected correct. Oh pushing me I will tell you who can serve as a catalyst for unity. Say you see so who elected Dr. Bawumia as flag bearer. The truth of the matter is that there were so many people who would not come to join the 4th of MPP.
Why?
No two ways about it. Evident. But one minute LED Dr. Bawumia campaign no follow. Enye FF Antomo. Enye Isiansa Remo. Enye Pariansa mo. Enye KTM mo. These are the same people. The people are pivot. Bawumia Otiko Fisejaba Emada. Bawumia the likes of Robe Naho Tamaklo and many others Omomada. But say we Kennedy Japan. I am telling you a stronger word. Say all these people who have broken away, there is the likelihood that they will come. We Kennedy Japan, the truth of the matter, they say, Alan Chamate, enemy you, Kennedy Japan can have the boldness to approach Alan and say, what your party, it is okay, but I want us to form alliance. The UP and the MPP, I want us to form alliance. You have your party, said here 2000 now more party. We also have our party MPP, but I want us to form alliance going into 2028 elections. Sekobasa Masa MPP humba day oba when 2020 elections.
But I say me dem say dan Paul so asem foforo kan me waka no time check in the studio say 9 minutes on top of the hour 8 kukrantu mi so eni me ba so yentiu. Why should you lose obi to say Alan Chamate?
Yo, but Mr. say mama kwaina memfa appeal mfa woso na memfa ma Ghana ban titru tiefo ene obi bia obetie na no pay say menua for the past 2 weeks ni ohaw ni abebrese pa NDC for edi chema untumi na mu no etin na senipa bako ye the bail conditions etoto ne so saa it can start 50 million and about 25 million. You see I no kasi the chairman pictures akọ all border towns say they akọ to oni ni din say ontimi mfa home pie ya ji chairman wontumi passport ne passport odi tu kwan say ontimi tu kwan say nen tokwasi Ghana ha ne nyina adwane a ontimi tu kwan ya freeze na accounts. What you say? Ya season the excavators, ya season the pickups, ya season the 17 cars. Ya sounds were freezing the mobile money. Just say, o person send this car, no, be crap person send this car mana, nensa intimi enka. What you say? The same person a day court mienu eni dinasem. Eti me say, adie ye day ye no. Me point in say emra o kan article 19 or say it should be fair to every manner of persons. Where every manner of person is say we sikani, we ohia ni it should be fair to you. We tintin, we tietia it should be fair to you. What you say? And so adentina onu nko ya de wo ha we nyina guni so all because oye mining. Abra ye nyina nim say mining no so no. Sa large scale mining na okura no. Ibrahim Mahama susu ekura bia ye de black voter amano ana say Ibrahim Mahama de ye de mo sepuma ni bia amano a ono do dru nsuo ni mo de bomu say ya na nsuo na ko left e bia ko right no enya asase kese no otu ne mine no sente sa de a ene ono susu no ohwe what you say media mempe sa political equalization say yabana no I want indigens say a bit me a year juma na aboye we have always created I say abrofo ne ba no ma be fa yesika na yediko so indigenous so ye bia I'm for it but whereby ye di nipa na to otankru wa mu sa de me fi say enye papa ntia luta mesre say oman ayetimu ye nyina ye nipa baako so wuntumi kura ye bibi ana waka bibi ni ade ade a yen subjecting it to sir I'm not saying say me emfa ne mfa amamranim nemom no we dey too much
what you say yetimi de ne tum from Tuesday you see a bail condition to just a Friday asan yetima you because it's not easy to meet those conditions na yankasa na wo chine bia be yeminu mienu ete he ya what you say yan hwe ya na abusuafo de asu ene be di echi ne dia kotu.
I feel say yeah reasonable with that yeah because justice crano it must not only be said, it must be seen manifestly being said.
What do cry na ku yesu akebe say Paul echichiri no sincerely speaking nipa bebre e share dan hu ne sa nipa no so aye boni a mo be prosecute na mo prosecute no na as a back and forth omo share da no mafia ne kakra no mo jane
the peace of justice
yes
you
to me
prosecute him yes what you prosecute him
perception.
Allow the world to
face
the law to work.
You are done with
original director.
You are done with that team.
Say we are original director. Me can we?
Yes.
What you say? Me can we? But aban wo shemu bi. Die be ya ne say dia wo nyeye. Ne the perception ya to so.
Illegal man no nye.
Maybe on
documentation and it won't to me as saying Tino now by about 8 years when Timan Krata. Monsu claims he's so powerful. You yati media at the Sredia na medinam. So I hear me appeal all this while at the Sredia and a medinam. It's media mesre say yenshena yema abutoyemu emra. I am a time. Ya open our do there. Where did matem mankashi?
Oh, do what? I don't do what.
And out here can say common sense.
Common sense. They are
me. I'm telling you. What's me a respected regional director, but semi kojina baby, mikojina will be a fan. It is not right. And I will catch and say, Mabba and a wall your party meeting you. Who catch him say common sense.
That was a law.
Media men are media too. Mamma, what are you referring to? And yes, MPP Lusuti, now the Fusano. What did you generally say? Who is a generally say? What I say? MPP Lusu to him. And not just say, Fakon did to Matem.
Correct. But it will not be fair. Another Bisan very general. Was at the same thing also can you? What's what common sense? So reasons I bow. Who did you yes. What I say? It is true.
Or did you attempt? But kind in the finest manner.
Look at that.
But the point is that there is one fence will be a and the second point is how you want to interpret it.
Okay.
Maybe that's your interpretation.
Maybe Alan Chamati issue. Maybe at any point in time, I'm for unity and peace. So what my approach will be more sana mete. Nemum party ye MPP no. Enya party kitwa. The line mo na mukura mu. Ono crowd describe ne ho say we founding member. Just say ye ti bibia no. What can be? Me dey one mu gina party no ma ene ye nyina ye nya bia ye dey serve ye nkrofo no. E ya dia. What you say? Me ni so because in penny kasa ye ka say konfu boni a watra ya afo ho. Ama konfu papa abeto no no yenyi na yipemu so at any point in time enya ade meyi ni muda na me Paul so me nkasa ntia no what you say na momu no party no so won hyehyɛ a ye de ye bibia ye koto aba what you say ye to aba ya ka kire o say ye bro 5 no a enkofu gwi ena wo mo beto aba no say wo hwɛ ya me beginning na meka Alan, ya kire wo say we mu na to aba. We unu onam dwom for ma ho. We unu onam fita for ho. Ya ka cho say eye special delegates aban ye kwa akoto. E no chairman for what you say. ena eto saaba no national executives ene national council womu neto. He was not campaigning on them.
Okay.
What did I can say? Epacho ubetima mama kama se. Ena yakoto abey. Yato abey ena ose onye krampo biem. He wrote a letter. Na letter ni mu nsem no. He mentioned two things. Say he's living on two grounds. First one, ose ni agent. Yabo ni agent for. Meanwhile, no, I was also the agent for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in Ashanti region. Yeah, to Abano. Sometimes me decision I might take you on Baumiano. And yeah, and Ryan because of where I'm coming from. My Baumia agent, I was Ashanti region. Baumia agent, I was Ashanti region. Yambono, ya, friends, Alan agent, I was Ashanti region. Yambono, ya, Nanashi. Apart from Tamale say northeast say we have baby and an agent no obi koto aba and no koto share nipa no so and the person was defending himself. 16 regions, 1 out of 16 no yetimi di jina so di take decision. Number 2, I say yes kimu adeno to favor Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. It was an election. That is why I was
open secret. The system was whipping.
What you are saying, that is why I was trying to explain to you. Say, that's why I was explaining. I had my reasons. It is a one call moso. Now feel say ya put into corner so. And wo wasem. Enti eno so no or jina so ka say ye skimu obi a it is never true. But I am for say enkabomu ebeba. Now ya koto aba ya lusu. Ya call rounds nyina take research nyina e kwan ya fa so ya lusu. One of the issues eba mu ne say e wo say yewura align. And I say one more free party nim bibinti abufuo bitterness any ade omu free muntino yes am fa wo embra biem. What you say? Don't sit here and say general secretary show letter na enye kwan papa and I say you were trying to correct say as regional director no say what your letter no be catch and say crocro the John idea. How would he feel? That is the formal one. Informal one, no, Justin Kodria and others, they moved. But the formal one, oh, what did the can I say? The formal one, the young who be a minu me and yakai. Now you're sorry, no part the ye catch Rubia. Bibiana was here to idea so. And they moved.
No crash on Mokwadam is among your good negotiators. And
may say, you can go. Na Bible kra waka so what they are to ama say so we no obi nya asem akono so kone papa koha uwie no anya buni ni papa ni nya za na Bible kra ka which means say at the end of the day no
Allah ni ni papa bu no bosomsu
and say me ko my charitable bosomsu ni kwa dey wicked
na say Allah ni ni papa
what they are can say enti empanifo ayesa nyama we nyina trying to bring peace say ebeba enti emient na baby na yenka se ala nene wate ne party a ye friend UP eno nti MPP ye bibia and I say we didn't make any effort to be say ye de ne beba what the air can I say the fact that say one no doesn't mean say MPP will not go on with adebia ye at any point in time no I'm for say ye be hihye ye bibia na party no aya kono to whoever will say enya kono no na aya kono to every manner of obia ye ne no adile
obia nim say new patriotic party mo base aya Ashanti region to obi je say Alan of free adweso na say otene ho enha adwen
asema ye kan wonte me say we made the effort enundu ba ko na ye hu say ya tro krata say we are calling for amnesty for obia what the air can I say and that
ada backdoor so a Justin Kodua ne omo maka no ekoye no so no they are all there but yes no it doesn't also prevent Alan say ono so wo ne bibia onye what the aye can say so I respect him for say taking initiative or moving to the direction but I know so say yem penny for no so e make a step towards say ono no ebeba back many asema okay say ye kofa Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia ba enkofo bia wo mo so akono enya ade a many entisada Dr. Bawumia stands for unity na ni enti a make cancer ne say so ahwe ni dimina ne kasa ne na ade bia oye bia no a on so akasa etia obi da on say wa kan bibi kra fa ni colleagues kra wo no mo ko race no da onye sade ni bi da rather no others emom ena wo mo bombard no with issues and others ni nyinam oba na waka issue no senia esitie so enka bibia say yeyi Dr. Bawumia ala ne nwanwan Dr. Rekubobe friend say papa yobo ni din na minia yaho tamaklu no papa ya me be hu yi minim de woni mu onka bibia fa MPP hu bibi papa bia fa ye hu da okay da bia ye da ni table so or criticize ye etinya Bawumia is good what you say enya Bawumia obedi ade nanimu ene bema papa no we jai dia oyen because mimi hu no that has been his posture okay what the aye kana but would the opportunity a ultimate so bimra na me pod there mini opportunity to call for somebody okay what one catch in the leadership no me pa cho okay me pa cho uko njaye so a sticker onye leader ye ka se won so manya nipa ne ye ka enti ye pagya ye nyem ye pagya campaign na ye nyem mini asema ye ka ne se me wie leader but leader so mi nim de ye o te de ye ka no I want to be consistent with what I have started and I hope and believe we say Ghana for epe Ghana ye Ghana beko nanim enya ba say ye be sore no pa metra se kasa kwawo ye sore no pa betra be kira adwen say Ghana ye beba Ghana development ebe koye ye see ye pese o man ko nanim pa nipa obebo Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia
okay that's a fact me da se anopa me pa cho ha aye Insira FM na ngotwe abo apa ho sima adunu enum kukrantumi so enie na mame emra na
a quick one before
say quick one but I'll give you 5 minutes each na other issues more touch on then I go for the calls too because of the
Alita
yes
yemi apo yando e kan sembe efa yemi Alan sir Alan he called himself as a founding member of a party and the yemi apo yando be ka chem say Alan and a friend who say na Alan enya no kreda say Alan onye founding member of the MPP ana two also say Alan not on the namedum and instead say ko be campaigning on the delegates. It's an insult, a gross disrespect to the personality of Alan. A gross disrespect. These are things you can't MPP for communicators in the can Alan and call for tia a young where gross disrespect. I've been so here about many the one of the incompetent Mahama administration, incompetent Mahama. In 2016, Dr. Bawumia told the whole Ghana the message in answer to
John talking about the internal elections. Say among the candidates in Onkasentio, and that is a fact.
No, also generally Bawumia Kasentio Biada. But Bawumia is seen on record. The baby Obenya part from the no di joma.
Some the idea shows na sani o si ye no mani nye honam ka so ye nko.
No na Bawumia na di science. Anya Ghana for na di science. Bawumia moral right be na Bawumia wa obeka che joma ha so ye incompetent. Enti the omoke kan no omo mra from has arrogance of power on the state of mumu. until so may you mumu now come to say no, we are in opposition, we have to reorganize. We have to reorganize and come again. No? Until then, the MPP will still remain as they are. A baby and a young apple, I mean executives, Echo Alan Ho, and then the Kokasai. What's say? We general secretary.
The general secretary.
A baby and a general secretary.
If you have a point, just jot it down.
A baby and the general secretary, and MPP Penifo, Echo Alan Ho. And a baby and a mother's structure, top bottom approach in the buy. Alan who say. Coco the John or mobile and actually Coco the John or mobile. We are going to MPP again. It's a baby move, sir. MPP, assessor, and the other number. Our Bernard top bottom approach, elections now no more. It's all say so impose and close Mokoya, or when you say Coco the John, or when you say Nadan or Mobile Dadano, to say the Mobile Dadano 2017. Moving forward, Maka
Mohammed's visit to China and the strength of the city.
Maka the strength of the city.
4 minutes.
Maka the strength of the city. Maka the strength of the city. Now, Medira, Yura John Damani, Mohammed's visit. Sir, you're too aba at the mount. You're too. Now, who will be here? What the best is so my. You start from the bottom. What started to show normal, and the major tenor over my yuma a high, CD to dollar ratio. And the NDC are buying. You buy, you will sell the Ghanaian economy, import based economy. They be a yakra noma eflaman and a bear and anytime over cran noma eflaman and abiano, it put pressure on your currency. So NDC are buying. One of the measures you take in is say good say you go the ones say papa or may no bet me aboy. And the decision and the decision by say young former the BFN good board. Now gold board on your form you better regulate the golden trading activities. You trade there ababwa ama your currency no akoso. Ababwa ama your reserves so akoso. Ababwa ama smuggling of gold the dia de ko ama no and also abafom. And na yura omampeni epa yura samije fi and na bejoku say omunya ntoto ya you betumi e de abo ama your currency na abafom.
The operations of gold board any PMMC difference there now.
The presence of gold board in the PMMC. PMMC, yeah. PMMC as a gold board, I say. But the presence of gold board and the gold board, you put it and for gold. Small scale manners and for gold and for my okay. You put it and for gold and go. But unlike PMMC, we have gold at the common. Never. Until on my penny say, baby. Sir, you do a good Juma DNA to your good every small scale man so a bet you now brought Amayasika Salmon Ako and an improvement baby Abba or my yumu. From the time 2023, good Nebo Yenaya or my yumu. November Rocco Suma 2003 Ghana a little over 2 billion Ghana cedis. Our good 2004 Ghana a little over 4 billion dollars. Our you about 2025 you need cafe very good body so very 7 months and so now go the more to 8 billion US dollars.
Do you feel the gains of gold board?
It is the gains of the gold board.
Show a system. Gold board between institutions and show economy. But now only GDS say yes senji gold no gold for oil there na ebenyan susan so
gold for oil and gold board any chakebia
really
gold for oil cartel headed by
this is too strong
headed
this is too strong
cartel headed by see you Ghana for Ghana Jeopardy. It was a cartel.
No, gold for oil was operated by the Bank of Ghana.
Alita, come for gold for oil at the moment. Cartel with you for cartel. Come for gold board.
No, I'm not doing the communication for
gold for oil. Come for gold for oil.
I feel say it will not be fair. Say cartel. Say
it is a cartel. It is a cartel. No. Come for gold for oil. Economy with this gold board smuggling Akokoa. Isaac at the Basel and Caneno, Nagana, you smuggle over 5 billion gold at the common on it. You smuggle 5 billion gold at the common on it. Okay, somewhere 2003, 2004, 2003, 2004. Ajazira almost training back Alistair Matthias. Also, man penny na Ekufuado. Ono ebano kataso say you smuggle gold and franco amanonia na na do danko Ekufuado eka ho. Ama na do danko Ekufuado ba wonten e be ka so mon police news ni down but the Ajazira Bekokot. Ajazira came out to say they have facts, they know what they are saying. You na Ekufuado ba wonten be ka che bibi. The Ajazira Kokot.
Mate, better say. Say Obidio be court.
It is because now Centrally means some law was on point, was factual until now only basis be
so what is factual here now on the say what time so
Anita and in my neutral state no my person me correct impressions you know Paul I can say Alan say about one agent over 16 agents keke intina or the letter no enya no correct letter na nkasa letter ni say the northern regional agent ya bona paine ni ama why your formal complaint ama consistently will follow up on the complaint I say you best serve justice for the agent na ya paine ni no not even a single national executive member and I say election planning committee not a single person and ababe kabibi papa bia afa ho it presupposed to me say omon fa ho that was one of his reasons ye na yet kromu ha ye nimpa no you see MPP problem no panyin say nyame dowa e no so hwe you see etiefo enche serial callers bebom utese obi ka MPP asem e bibie no maso say e yesa MPP besua na wababe force that it is na 2028 Ghana for here dey any option na yato abapa eyi kanini pa ama Ghana emfaso abaso ama Ghana for 1,000% true say the system was in favor of Dr. Bawumia and tesa yakwato about Accra National Congress yakwakoyi national executives Justin Kodua kwa we secretary Steventin we chairman nipa say na nekoto over 6,000 mebwa over 6,000 yakwato one converging point across over 6,000 delegates babi ba ko pani yakoto no yakwato super delegates nipa say na nekoto 1,006 I stand to be corrected but around 1,006 for cost effectiveness no essentially get to one place and so we say yakoto no region bia MMDC bi ka kire me say abana omokoto no ono na ko pesa alanchiramaten no but enkomo bi afiri suru aba kire say ye to the region say be hu obi serial number bana to say yetima obi ka to 001 wa to 002 enti abon no ho obi serial number ye wia omo ko fa ballot papers na so one after the other I say poyando 006 automa hwan so we MMDC na ko bo hu musuo e ko to mala chamate e ho na say resha for ye besisa enti ono so ba ye ne say bi mpra biasa onye nyawe e wo so otena o kakra na onye bibi okofi obede obedie uti uye nipa wa utie me bia uye nipa na de sadie we ediwa ana ye bibi ba ebe yode I am one of those mene nkofu ya den say osanka Alan enya botre we nyina mu kran sese nkoye dey otene ho what you say sese nko otene ho we nyina mu because nyame betumi akon ama we na we ya what you say because one tene ho at this time nka oginam anka ne ho ye den edin but obia ne say the city one day but we need to state the facts you got to about 16 regions say iska say the be scheming in favor of one person many of my call sidi na ho den no
okay
say see Muhammad so sidi na nya ho den some of the factors are abuama sidi na nya ho den reduced inflation we a political science student and now we be a politics na we sua ochina hu ba bia kwa kodro NDC buy how much abuama inflation and reduce it in June 2025 about 30 and reduce by 13.7.
Is it the aftermath of Nanado's governance and NDC is something special?
You are a very intelligent journalist. Well, also Jan Twatea or Kasa or say how na Ekosono inherited. Okay, so me catch and say any successes are NDC so are talking inherited. You see, me ba we bedru IMF for na who say and then they measure NDC and say one kasa na abuama city no stabilize it or not. But one of the factors they say buy inflation above form. It could be MPP latter part no more boy and it could also be say NDC buy and say be on my day inflation no account into city no I ejina brand no they toss me no IMF support Ghana for 90 channels to say IMF now MPP for the Ghana coin NDC buy you want enjoy $370 million about the go as part of under the extended
the last trench staff level agreement
of course under the extended credit facility program no it is $3 million he say NDC for pay you for and chair near it is expected say it will further strengthen the country's foreign exchange reserves you see and then October
yes
December by December na say cedi na ho de no enko nanimu a che say $370 million much edi because that $370 million here be it is expected to further strengthen
but you think that possible say we bet me a chase scared
I say man I can say
it is not for nothing
MPP so you can't to almost say
MPP for the
point is some media catch will be a quadriluna chair. I will contest it on any day. You know why? It is not for nothing. And I see a quackwaji was here. You had a parliament for ratification. Number two, say if you could transact a crowd or outsider, you're back. Just say you're the parliament ratify. Again, Ghana is a dualist state. This if in Brakwani a question or Bontia back, it must be domesticated and send it to Parliament, our committees made up of minority and majority.
Who are human beings to us?
Yes. How do you conclude so Obi Akwajiska na wabechedi?
Because Obi Akwaji bechedi just obecheske ni nyina edi. But you answer the Akwaji lo no kra no. Ye hia consortium be lead.
Oh, that's true.
Ye hia legal way ebedi akiri. Percentages decision ho. Enye won cheni ni biara no. Ye Akwaji lo na yesi ye hia consultancy firm ebe facilitate number 1. Ye hia legal firm Nina percentages loan me bro no say 4 billion ekwaji ya na 4 billion ebeba na so ate scan coin percentage kwa ya lot
against standardized practices which is not peculiar to Ghana
elsewhere some people do it for free UK US a consultancy firm for the love of the country will do it for free but Ghana percentage they be sha ho kra no what I am be show my do parliament couple of years so I know what I'm talking about. In IMF support, no, it is expected. Say NBC, see the no, a santibio, a question mark. And corporate demand for the dollar.
Yeah.
And when I go board,
yeah.
But
dollar no cry. Is it available on the market?
It's not available as
available.
You see artificial restrictions, Anna.
Yes, of course. Oh, way and also abo CD na man ejina. Oh, smart moves politicians. Dollar no is hard to find. What I say?
Because I met a businessman, I would say, or person or call China, where application for dollar, and sometimes it takes you 6 weeks to get it.
To discourage people from running after the dollar. It's gold board no crown so or you may be was it facilities better.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, well,
when the cities no
whatever so I'm ready to Paul
who's alliance be akoso ha alliance maybe alliance now kind of mude ye adwuma power
alliance na dey me say me simu come to Kennedy Japan na on the alliance from alliance go to me every NDC from advice come on to na for me tie say we can some go asum
number 2 ka bibiango asamba bia no ha waka tuma bibia no papa betia me de madwen na metia me pa cho me nua fin mesrese me ana me pe batas ne sa ne man but o kan sem yo ho a na wa make sure say waka fact no manato ho o say 2003 Al Jazeera for be case na Kufuado was more good who said it's never true.
Alicia Matthias but
what you say 2003 who was the president of the republic? What you say 2003
2023
I feel that 2023 what you say I feel about 2023
Alicia Matthias publication
fine so was more good but anya court you were president of the republic Don Mahama sem na making Airbus scandal ono the court ankasa o both UK and US
no bojo Muhammadin oh I really
don't see ade no yes government official one yenya matiamidu e ma ne bo nipa your friend government official one ni din e kire yenya kisi ajaben e ma no so bo government official one ni din kire e no san be kire so onye bone ote de ayeka no ne yesi bo nipa ni din yankasa be ka be kire mu kire nyonkwa na ate brofo iti mesre said dia ba twam bia no I'm for way forward but enkotwetwe nsem bi mba cause say we president ye pese abrofo no hu no mo bua no na wonya bibi papa de breye enkotwe ni pato
obeduma nso
enkotwe niema bi mma me mechi obi pa ye friend Don Mahama no ye kase ye ka ne ho nsem a ye
kafa no
wa benefit from every day and or there be the president misrew then church niema mu na nipa nyina antiase. Moreover, you can also gold for oil. A grand scheme, it's a cartel. And MPP4, a DV good was a DV sika. Yeah, yes, sir. What I say, or minor a policies. Would the be 2 tables? So there be a challenge the NDC say. Unfa be 2 tables. So amanyo semo nyama chiwe mayewe nebio. Ekweshu. You have to bring something on board. You say way a idea ye nyina hwe so ne dia hyehye. Oman yesi di no de nti ahoden no wo famu nyina ye say demand the koso e de koto certain commodity ye oil. What you say? Ekoso pressure no was so e was rododo in a month who sika ye de to oil dollar ye hia de koto oil nko ano a e asema edin. And then the initiative came say enye bibi for a bibi a friend gold for oil. What you say? You will good ye buy export e beje dollar nipa no so obekwa akoto oil or the dollar and ebekwa akoto. And exchange na wo per dollar no fa me so me per gold no me fa where are the money common sense
nti see the news on so ne ko see
ya dia na ye feel say ye so a ebeboa and when we did it no you will stabilization of the city. What you say eba from ema ye nyina no ehun sania na esi eko mo ba ye na mo ba yi free ho. What you say ene IMF complain say senya mu massage CD no enya de beboa ene IMF the report about say over $7.6 billion ena mo dia share ade nim abra mo be ma fundamentals no aye adwuma na abo aye nyina te say one district one factory aye de ba ya ebeboa say local industries no ebetimi aye niema ne atima export eno na beboa why export ya na say we import no bro export no so a epeba cedi na ho ode akofom it initiative where ya de buy no mo magai sa incentives ni a ya de ma companies ni nyina magai ni nyina ena mo de sika nkasa ena mo de ehye ade no. How long can you do this? It me some see the number from I will praise you na mo no etisim na esikwanso to say the aeroplane tuo no a hwen ma meka say eno de ye nsi ase ensi kwa what did I can say ensi what did I can say apase na mo say eyo ke bi obi aso ni mo say ade no say export na no so na import do so a e be affect mo say nya sa na te na mo no
basic economics chiro society
na ba mo say nya sa na mo no what de mo Mahama ye ma say mo fa policy bi amai. The two main policies are minima ebetime aboa go for oil because the demand on it no eso and one day so one factory mo twetwe ni nyina to we me power so me about me catch you say we hear to know we hear ni so
asa jamfin kasa e
no
don't talk to our hands.
Ya produce eti mo na ma ba mo produce ne ma me point nyina ne say study ne hwan na ye kan nyina no there should be a clear cut policy say ne betimi aboa ye no man chechire enye ti say ye nye say ne me fi say emwa now president China na Okoye no Okoye den aluta boame ehimfa Okoye de o China o
unim na obi sabe na wa
say a discussion Okoye de
presidential investment forum no
any conference MA conference
yes MA conference
no me pese o confirm that
yeah that's true
and your president call MA conference yes sir MA honsem and your president Okoye abia ye wo vice president ya wo yo ba ewo man mu me boni be no e
na no de ka de yi
je na opoku ajiman wa ye den e ka den ye koka ma ho asem se ne ma ensi mu wa man no na o man no endu yie na president na mu de ne yiri mum na eko how
of world leaders right they are wrong as a president Akokoa he is not the only president Akokoa
me say bianca fenini say na world leaders me na vice president o me ma
no
the fe and say ti say they John Mahama ne promise or they win here and so be 30% of women
and you are fulfill
oh friend e won na adiem na wo ba ba mu a e dey na ma wo ye mo key role to play
okay
ananya sa anase ya for failing into no on paper no ya for failing into na just no anu no you have to be given a key role to play. It made me feel say
do you think the vice president Thomas sideline no na
oh na say no dey no correct mami betu kwaji so yare jena na opoku ajiman obetu kwan a ade yare e na be mo na tu kwan ba se e be ma ono mami ankasa akọ edi mitrim adi akotie bibia bebo o man de enye ono anke de lodi na beko
meda se yankwa ahoma no so na yemfa calls kakra na nsana ya sorry so number no I dey fa calls na usual line no 0322 083581 extension 4 0322 083581 na 82 okay 8384 okay na yɛmfa course kakra wɔ ha na yɛnyɛ gye sɛ ha wobɛhwɛ wi no ɛma me saa na yɛatoa so ayɛ wi. Hello, good morning.
Opani memwache.
Meje oso.
Obidini tekini.
Obidini pacho entio.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss. Mpacho opo mede.
Nyamete ase, pacho entio.
Mesumedia de fema ni Yakubu Dombote, office kare na mkuram buti ambidi mijuma.
Okay.
Jadi kan mencha regional minister, na mencha chief of staff. Honorable Judo Dabra, Yakubu Dombote mecha no. Insha FM de Asante Regional Azazira. Mechamo pa na kaka meka na say MP before the o mebia na so emfa sense wo hwe no mu di Ukraine ni Russia war and na ye reference no mu diganis ka no mu hweganis ka and John the Mani Mahama wo ba no mu si oba obeden and oba yan yahunu susan so wo Ghana so sense yahun se yanka yanto aba ma John the Mani Mahama ke aye ho hwe dollar bibia na nka eko hwe sense petrol bibia na eko enso and John the Mani Mahama ba yan yahun se bibia ye kama nti dia kan say MP before the opposition won ke sa to aba ho a nke ba sa to aba mo ma sa ko second opposition ho aba mo hu say o meche papa enye nde na MP baba biom me das mi no yakopon kan ho Yakubu do motima kra.
Okay, men so me das. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yani Masku ko gan chini kata kita yeah, member of MPP media pictures. I'm sure ko Bamba we do with ya na me staff François. Ni che o say o bi chumi dia o be president of Ghana asi. He said that he did say Monto Abanma or say what you want and Kawakawa, you know. Now I Yakubu don't want to say. And this is for more and go more to talk Mlada up to the Tegu Ghana for any about the day or mine. Oh, I saw my bassa, that's a twin car for myself, Majima. Twin car for Bamu, Wasa, Mujima yet, and a second as he, and a big food. Another one of the food there. And a big food and as I. And the people are constantly others. I did for others, but never gonna for him. And then do some qua. I'm going to go to America. I'm Mr. Patrick.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Opani mache.
Yeah, mo.
Efem Hamza. Mr. Boss, let's go. NCA boss. Yakubu ka ndisi nyamika no pa wakata yi pa. Yamishana. Amefa kwenye suchana na kwa tichama 1. Maybe we be a Yakubu Kano and a regional minister, maybe also she be a challenge came boss Michiana. Yeah, can you say, O Mampayon, the money Michiano. Papano, or what tonight, and I do the bag and I say, no, that gold body, Missy, I am the pass away can pay one muscle, who boss say Kim, can go away, and before come my jar and then good border, a empty before but a bribery. Or who will be over for and to catch a gun for you and say, who may find what didn't tell this as you own them about. O magana yede magana bibia ko so ye ayo wo se dia ko duru ya teso cement si ya teso wo di kroma na we wa je sa hu nya nya de wa hu da wo wa de obi a wada no ye de ya wada nti e ka che gara ko bi nya bo che bibia be kama magana obi a wa so no e na so na wo ya safo wa ye ni ye no ye o timisre obi a ma ne ko ja ye na ye kwa ko ye safo ye na bi so obi a ma no ko ja fe na men kama mo me da.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Yeah, well, memo about your introducer. Mr. Frank, that's what I tell you. I mean, for
NC Riot fan.
And on a poetic agriculture. And now it's a minia for Ando. What two in our I can see because I need a proper to timidity of Crober or you are Jim Sweet before. Maybe be a course. Now, no, can be said, my man, you are to quite. Now, some people from them, make no one and tell you. Dear Pani, my old Rajan, Mamma, ya, a bayamofin. Oh, too quite not in a dinner chair, a horse I war. To ordinary dinner chair, the one in it, at the same time, I a first lady. Oh, I saw you seen no say yes. Oh, Mamma's who idea be on to this support to Niku. Not to us, on Tiase, and I was by the son of one baby, with me too quite. But I won't penny bibio. And no Rajon Germany Mahama Paye, who said national economy no, a shire deck, Ghana businessman, and near because dollar no, apart from my name, no be no coffee dollar, a channel a sample for dollar, a sample for the no, Rajon Germany Mama Paye, Germany not enough for him. Just be before money we can, come on to.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Now here.
I say, here.
Wow, this here on Abu Wine. Asante the fire. Asansu Fiyase, Assembly. No way.
the quality of the Mutio Papa, myself offer. The best report the angle. MPP, and Yoko Kitua, Oba, are grown with your mother. MPP and Yablio. MPP and Yablio.
Hello.
Yeah, the doctor Bella Champo, take to say bam. Yeah, really power. Alba, someone here as all can. I don't go with you, and Pesa. That's it.
I think say you not be fair, so we can say not poor area. Hello, good morning.
I got my child of
you. You.
I got my child of Akokoa for them, get free. Watching Shaso. I'll pay me more about so negative Yakubo show. Now, baby, I look at you as my mention. Now, make some about my pa, Yamichana. Now, Aqua, Uwe and Loma Akoso. Now, MPP, Nipo, better make a boom Kasiaba. What makes a patrama patria cono, like Ghana for Quabada. Now you're not for Canada, Japan. And when you send to delegate, well, I want to take a bum. I won't go yes, I can time a chin, Yari Canadico. Not quoting a boy, I didn't come up with a be a partner. Who yearly da? Or better United Party, no not a partner boom. I'm a patria, you put better Maya, everywhere Canada or in Japan. The sub delegate, some trouble for Mano. Now me check your boss and I sent to Jamaica.
Yo, men so me da say yemfa phone segment no ensi ha. Hello, okay, we mama.
Akokoa. Down pay the obi do adunya yini. Ma mentia Dr. Brana Jampon. Na yan kanje delegate nya as a doctor and about betimi aboa ma party papa wa. Ene nkabuma Dr. Brana Jampon de Brana. Delegate kutu se pap. Ambeto amano na yan kanje yenu beautiful say woman dey the papa bi anu a omo ma Ghana ko we galam say pa isu e say pa na ne no ta be jira wo ba be ka jira say na na do dan kwa kufu ado tam na ye declare state of emergency na na mo ba be to ayam bia we tere Ghana ko a na ndi dia me say kwa we a mo 2028 mo be wiwie bia mo be wiwie bia ma Dr. Brejam kwa mo we a mo de mo ja be sima delegate me jira mo Mommy and Grandma Dr. Brechampo 25th as Bambo Doctor Bao.
Yo, Meda say, ya de ofreju medie no ebesi ewo ha. Po we mame na yenko.
Yo, mi wie no na me stress me the appeal be to just say. Matisse say Ghana qualify for World Cup.
Yeah.
It's US.
Maybe ever come to school.
The miss say, say a call Brazil near Kabai. What I say, Kubekwa, Womukore, and Junior, Bill on the bread, Nanyasam Kitwa. As is here, US, McDonald's, and KFC, Beggar, Cassiani Pizza. There's a Kufobe Choman. What say, President, me and Kobe, but I can't have a fee. What I say, you and I enjoy. But then I can't be Brazil, they buy a nurse. What did I can say?
Mamencia food diary, Akosia, Patasi. Nice one say John 12 no she na Akokoa so bibi ekoya a food diary.
Programs manager, do you know what you take it in a preco?
Akosia utie me a mesro be programs manager. No so na fono no I share the but aka e feeling kakra e won China e fa hye homa no em say oye adwane bia local and continental e come up me chia no na me say two MPP fubio the person Ghana e better represented. Okay. Omo de Canada Japan ba Alan UP no there is a higher possibility second Japan betime approach Alan Chematin for an alliance.
Okay.
So they be brand going into 2020.
Medase Finn.
Medase Masato to asere adofo say me you Dr. Sapon you Samuel Boaje you know yende. International we amayasan because no more besum omano no mo besia nkonisia nto bia meka ya ho na yendi yewa John Dramani Mahama eti na yenkodan ebusiafo na yewa proyando ka say one day straight to one factory ọtí fún yẹn so ne fún yẹn dasẹ ne fún yẹn yẹn so.
okay bẹdase ẹsùn náà ẹbẹsí ha nọpẹ yìí wọ́n Emmanuel Reagan Finn Emmanuel sẹ́yẹ̀mfi ẹ̀na Paul Kwabena yandọ̀ náà nọpẹ yìí ọbẹ̀ bọ̀ ayé ma yẹ di yẹn dwuma no ní ẹ̀kọ́ yìí yẹ de ho ẹni mu nyam ẹ̀wẹ̀ mọ̀twẹ́ di àmpọ̀ ní ẹ̀nkọ́ yìí no ẹ̀bẹ̀ sẹ̀ ẹ̀nà mọ̀dé akyẹ́ mìíràn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀tẹ̀nà ase a yẹ bẹ̀ yẹ no yie aseda peace yẹ ẹ̀nkọ́ ẹ̀nfa ma Akokoa sanso ẹ̀na nane dwantoa ẹ̀wọ̀ biara ro a ọ̀play yẹ ma yẹ de ẹ̀na dwuma die no ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹ fẹ́ ma luta nyame yẹ adum a na ọ̀kyẹ́ sẹ́ndẹ̀ yẹ bẹ̀ san ẹ̀hyia.